a venue that's been sold out since it opened back in 2002. There's a look at the home of the Patriots, Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. All the success in New England over the last few decades, and this crowd has never been more enthusiastic. A moment ago, the Pats emerged from their locker room. They are set as they'll square off with the Arizona Cardinals. Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
The tackle made by Patrick.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Murray a give. This is Drake.
But when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Here's Murray. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Yeah, last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. And now Edelman. 35 yards that time on the punt, and the Patriots take over.
1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
Newton and the Patriots with a 1st and 10 at their 38. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. Open man is Asiasi, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Sony Michel, his first carry. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
A play fake to Michel, now Newton. And that is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Well, pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Yeah, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On 3rd and short, Drake. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Well, there's someone who's running the football with a big smile on his face, and that's Kenyon Drake, because you remember last year he was in Miami Wasn't getting many carries, not a lot of success, but in mid-season ended up in Arizona and became a huge weapon for the Cardinals. 8 touchdowns the second half of the season, utilized really well. Big-time skilled player who can run it and catch it out of the backfield. He has finally found a home and a place for his talents.
Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
No gain on the play. Second and 10 at the 32-yard line.
On second down, it's Drake. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more.
No gain on the play.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Throwing is Murray on third down, and that will be incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
Here's the veteran punter Lee as he sends this one away. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And that will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 42-yard
The
line.
Pats at the line, ready to go. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, second and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. A shotgun snap for Newton. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And this will be out of bounds, and they spotted it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad.
At their own 15-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all. And let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
On second down, it's Drake. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
Brings up third down.
From the gun, Murray. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
Edelman set to return. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Patriots will have great starting position as they take over 1st and 10. On first down, Newton. He's got it to James White. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll bring up a second down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
At the 37-yard line.
From the gun, here's Newton. And the catch made here by Marquise Lee. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
At the 24-yard line.
Kill, turn up. Kill, turn up.
They'll run with a former Super Bowl hero. It's James White. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That thing blown up by the defensive effort of Chandler Jones. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Newton on the left side. A catch by White. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. James White, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Well, we had the scoreless first quarter of play. We sure didn't have to wait long into the second quarter to get some action on the scoreboard.
So was the first quarter a feeling out process? I mean, that was an interesting quarter, wasn't it? Because we had some action, we had some good play, just didn't have any points. So now it's game on.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this will be a touchback. No return from Isabella.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Murray now. He'll air this one out for Kirk. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. Shotgun now for Murray. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
This offense has definitely been slow getting out of the gate. It's almost like they missed their wake-up call for this one. No points on their first 2 possessions, and now it's looking like none on this one either.
And it's fielded at the 34. And just a 30-yard punt that time. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
At their own
Cam going to bring the Patriots up now, 1st and 10 at their own 44. He fakes the give here and looks to throw. Going deep here for Adelman. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And a great return as he takes this up just shy of the 45. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
It's a pickup of 3.
On 2nd down now, it's Brown. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll run on 3rd down with Brown. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. Just enough to get the first down there with a 1-yard pickup.
1st down, Cardinals.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Handing it off to Brown. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. There to stop him, Juwan Bentley.
Well, to me, that's taking a big gamble defensively because that alignment, you see, That's normally something you see down near the goal line, because now if they decide to go play action, something should be open there, and I think open big.
So maybe that's something that gets filed away for later.
I think without a doubt, you write it down, and if you see that look at a later date, go ahead and take your shot.
And it's third down.
The Cardinals on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They give it to Brown. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches. And this will be a long field goal if the skies were clear. But here in the rain and the elements, they'll go for it on 4th. Murray keeps it himself. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. And the head coach reaches for the red flag, tosses it down on the field. He wants a challenge here. Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player. You threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
And he's got Edelman for the first time. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 40. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
At the 40-yard line.
Newton on first down. Steps away to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy, because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Being chased out left. He'll try and run it, and he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Goes underneath here to White. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. James White with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Patriots add on to their lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive, but at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer, and make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Going deep for Hopkins. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
As we've seen, their first two drives didn't yield anything points-wise. Certainly feels like they think to themselves, it's time to open this thing up, taking the big shot downfield.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Here's Andy Lee now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Out of the gun, Newton. Lee's got it over the middle. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
45-yard line.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Newton. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Demarius Randall. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. After the turnover, here's Murray. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the All-Pro Stephon Gilmore. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, 20. Let's go, D. He's checking.
From the gun, Newton. And this is caught. It's Edelman. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
Operating from the gun, Newton has a man, and it's Edelman for the Patriot touchdown. Cam Newton with his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half, and the Patriots add 6 to their lead. Boy, so if you are scoring at home, Charles, and God bless you if you are, but that's now 3 drives and 3 touchdowns.
So in a baseball game, wouldn't that wreak havoc on your scorecard?
Yes.
I mean, with all the action that's happening now, how they got here, whatever cliche you want to bring into it, they're locked into a groove, they're clicking on all cylinders. Bottom line, they're piling up the points.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah,
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro Stephon Gilmore. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. A final shot before the break. Newton. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. And it's Michel once again. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
The 33-yard line.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
For a Patriot.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
He's going to let this go deep for Lee. This is caught inside the 15. And he's going to get this deep onto Arizona's side of the field.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Trying to pound it in here with Michel. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
To 2nd and goal at the 9-yard line.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Now a quick throw out wide to Myers. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. 4 touchdown passes now for Cam Newton. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC.
Run after catch. And he loves that. And he's going to carry that in at contract time.
And his kick is right through.
The score, Patriots 28, Cardinals nothing.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this will be a touchback. No return from Isabella.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They stay on the ground with Dre. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
The tackle made.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got just pin their ears back and get after him now.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And now Murray's going to set up to throw. And this is incomplete. Intended target there, Malcolm Brown. And now it's 2nd down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
A 2nd and 10 now. 3rd quarter action from Foxborough.
Check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Hey! Easy, quick. Hey, check Mike.
Throwing again. Murray. And this one caught by Max Williams. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all. And now they're looking at 3rd down here. From the gun, Murray. And that is incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. This is brought in at the 21. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards.
On the return, the Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Now this throw caught left side, and he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. To throw is Newton. That's caught by his tight end, Matt Lacoste. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. 8 more yards this time, coming off back-to-back first down pickups. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
He praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. His throw caught at about the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Cam Newton with his 5th touchdown pass of the game as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Patriots 35, Cardinals nothing.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will be a touchback. No return from Isabella.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was... A big seam, and he might go all the way. 30. 10. Touchdown, Cardinals. Malcolm Brown, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals are in for 6.
Zane Gonzalez.
So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. And this is secured by the Patriots. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Off play action. Newton. He's going to let this go deep for Lee. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. Marquise Lee, the intended target. But it'll be 2nd down.
It's almost human nature, isn't it? They score on one play. You come out on offense, you try and do exactly the same thing. They tried the deep ball. Couldn't quite connect, but give them an A for effort.
On 2nd down, Michelle. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
38-yard line. It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. He's got Lacoste, his tight end. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing is Newton to Michelle on the screen. And down inside the 15 he goes. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Devin Asiasi there. And that'll bring up 2nd down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
50 catches for him now on the year. He's got a 1st down. Newton throwing again. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Incomplete.
Extra bulk up front for second and inches. 3 tight ends. To the air again, Newton. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Julian Edelman, the intended receiver, but now it's 3rd and goal.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down. And no move to take the offense on the field. They're going to stay out there and go for it. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the rookie Isaiah Simmons. He's at the 50, the 30, the 20.
That's what I want to
And
see.
they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
10 at their own 24-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And that pick 6 a moment ago doesn't change things too much. They still seem pretty comfortable with a 3-possession fourth-quarter lead. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Devon Kennard leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
Patriots, first down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
On first down, Newton to the right side, and he's got Edelman. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They moved it a combined 33 yards.
Patriots.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Great. I got you. 58, right?
Throwing again is Newton. Flush to his right. And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Patriots add on to their lead.
I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in.
Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. Touchdown, Cardinals. Kenyon Drake, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals get a bit closer. Whoa! He just yanked that one well to the left and no good.
Come on now, let's do this!
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And still a little bit of time left, but the defense can't stop the clock, so 3 kneel downs should be enough to finish this one off. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That's a good pickup there, 21 yards. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. He's going to look deep for Edelman. This is caught at the 20. It's a gain of 35. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles. It certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence.
And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Matt LaCosse, his 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Patriots add 6 to their lead.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it to the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. They'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on 3rd down. It's caught on the right side. Williams. Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and they haven't done it successfully. The penalty is a result of that hit there.
Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
20.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for New England, they move back over 500 now at 6-5. And they will hit the road next week to take on the LA Chargers. Meanwhile, for Arizona, their woes continue as the record falls now to 1-10. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Los Angeles Rams. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Kick it and go. Kick it and go. With a stiff arm, spin move, and zone, go.